On that day, we did $4.4 million. I want to sell my company for $300 million within the next 3 to 5 years, and I'm very confident I'm going to do it. When I travel, I'll take $1 million worth of watches. Like I'll have a watch roll, and I'll have, a Richard Mille, a couple Pateks, an AP, whatever. Actually, after I launched one of my new companies, a company called Gents Croquet Club, that day I ended up making $4.5 million. Between the 3 companies, we're doing around $1 million a month in profit at the moment. It's been around $7 million so far this year in terms of like my personal take home.
Iman Gadzhi is a 22-year-old who claims to make millions of dollars online and is someone who teaches you to do the same. But I want to take a deeper look into his statements to see if his story is made up or if he really is a very successful man for his young age. Iman Gadzhi has been taking off on YouTube in 2022 for self-improvement and business advice. But he is no newcomer to this space. He actually started his YouTube channel when he was 16 years old back in 2015. He documented his entire way building and growing a successful business. But to understand where he's coming from, we have to take a look back in time. Iman grew up in a poor place called Dagestan in Russia with his single mother. His childhood made him quickly realize that he wanted a chance at a different life. After he and his mother moved to England when he was 4 years old, they resided in London, which is where Iman spent most of his childhood. Certain parts of London are known for their high crime rates and inimical living conditions, so the probability was low that he would become wealthy. When his mother met his stepdad in London, everything seemed to be going well. But when Iman was 8 years old, he and his mother cut off the contact to his stepdad and everything got worse again. His stepdad was a wealthy man, but he only saw the opportunity to save money on taxes by being married, which worked out well for him. When Iman was 12, he got to go to a private school because of his stepdad. So Iman was in a weird situation where he was in a private school, but at the same time his mother had to work in department stores for minimum wage during the time. When his classmates found out where his mother was working, he got teased because of it. Iman took this pain of being poor and cemented it into his goal of becoming wealthy. Iman started his first business at 16 years old in 2016, and he also started his YouTube channel in the same year to inspire other people and motivate them to chase their dreams. The first business he started was his social media marketing agency. But what is a social media marketing agency, you might ask? A social media marketing agency helps to make advertisements for other businesses to get them more sales or traffic on their product. In the beginning of his business, he flipped Instagram accounts for small profits, but he soon realized that this would not get him far with his business. So he used his marketing skills he learned and completely changed his strategy. One of his first clients was his football team he previously played in. He got in contact with the owner of the team, and he wanted Iman to build up their social media. It worked out for Iman, and he got $400 a month for posting 30 unique Instagram posts a month, 30 unique Facebook posts a month, and 4 YouTube videos a month. So the year 2016 was a huge success for Iman. Not in the sense of making a lot of money, but in the sense of gaining knowledge. He did not care about the money he made, he only cared about the experience he was getting. His philosophy was just getting out there and doing it. Getting rejected and getting better every single day. And that takes us into the year 2017, which was going to be life-changing for Iman. Iman dropped out of high school at 17 years old, and his plans worked out for him. He kept working hard on his agency, and he signed his biggest client. A big company which was worth millions in that time located in Holland invited him to make advertisements for them. This was Iman's first time having a meeting with a multi-millionaire and an influencer who had 1 million followers on social media. But Iman always knew his self-worth, and he learned many things from the meetings he had with the company. But Iman also took a big setback that year when he lost 2 of his biggest clients in 1 month. But although he lost 40% of his total revenue, he continued to stay motivated because he never forgot what he was doing this all for. To get a position where he gets to take care of the people around him. But most important to Iman was to make his mother happy. In the end of 2017, Iman's business started to boom, and he had the most financial success in his life when he had $30,000 after tax in 1 month. With that money, Iman was able to fulfill his biggest dream, which was to own his own apartment. But there was one thing that was missing for Iman: the respect from his clients for him as a business owner. That leads us into 2018, where Iman started off his giant watch collection with his first Rolex for £15,000 at the age of 18. This was one of the proudest moments for him because even as a small child, he dreamed of having a Rolex. In this year, Iman moved on to higher levels, taking more of a consultant role in his agency. With that, he signed a lot more clients than he ever had before, and for the first time as an entrepreneur, he really felt respected for his work, as his clients more and more told him that he had reformed and changed their entire business. In the middle of 2018, Iman managed to double his total revenue to now almost $55,000 a month after tax at the age of 19. According to him, one of the biggest factors why he managed to be this successful at a young age was that he never made any excuses for his age, or still being in school, or not having rich parents. Instead, he always knew his self-worth, and he exactly knew where he wanted to be in the future. In 2019, Iman's agency just kept growing, and he signed multiple five-figure-a-month clients every single month. He spent much of his earnings on his watch collection buying all the luxury watches he always wanted, namely Pateks, APs, and Rolex watches. But now, how much of this is actually true? I did some digging looking back at his older videos, and his process is consistent over the span of about 6 years. The information he was giving in his videos about social media marketing were relevant, and it always seemed like it was coming from somebody who knew exactly what they were talking about. Iman also showed a lot of proof in his videos for having this financial success. For example, showing off his $200,000 Richard Mille that he bought. This was the story of Iman Gadzhi, from being a broke 16-year-old to becoming a multi-millionaire at the age of 19. You can literally watch his entire come-up story from the beginning of 2016 to today on his YouTube channel. It has been a crazy, one-of-a-kind journey for Iman, and it is just the beginning. If you enjoyed that video, please let me know if you would be interested in a part 2. See you soon!